Education, let us not forget this, consists of the power with which to get everything one needs when he needs it, without violating the rights of his fellow man. Ford comes well within that definition, and for that reason, which the author has here tried to make plain by relating the foregoing incident connected with the simple Ford philosophy. The man who can intelligently use the knowledge possessed by another is as much or more a man of education as the person who merely has the knowledge but does not know what to do with it. The president of a well-known college inherited a large tract of very poor land. This land had no timber of commercial value, no minerals or other valuable appurtenances. Therefore, it was nothing but a source of expense to him, for he had to pay taxes on it. The state built a highway through the land. An uneducated man who was driving his automobile over this road observed that this poor land was on top of a mountain which commanded a wonderful view for many miles in all directions. He, the ignorant one, also observed the land was covered with a growth of small pines and other saplings. He bought 50 acres of the land for $10 an acre. Near the public highway he built a unique log house to which he attached a large dining room. Near the house he put in a gasoline filling station. He built a dozen single-room log houses along the road. Those he rented out to tourists at $3 a night each. The dining room, gasoline filling station, log houses brought him in a net income of $15,000 in the first year. The next year he extended his plan by adding 50 more log houses of 3 rooms each, which he now rents out as a summer country home to people in a nearby city at a rental of $150 for each for the season. The building material cost him nothing, for it grew on his land in abundance, that same land which the college president believed to be worthless. Moreover, the unique and unusual appearance of the log bungalows served as an advertisement of the plan, whereas many would have considered it a real calamity had they been compelled to build out of such crude materials. Less than 5 miles from the location of these log houses, the same man purchased an old worked-out farm of $25 an acre, a price which the seller believed to be extremely high. By building a dam 100 feet in length, the purchaser of this old farm turned a stream of water into a lake that covered 15 acres of the land, stocked the lake with fish, then sold the farm off in building lots to people who wanted summering prices around the lake. The total profit realized in the simple transaction was more than $25,000, and at the time required for its consummation was 1 summer. Yet this man of vision and imagination was not educated in the orthodox meaning of that term. In speaking of the transaction here related, the college president who sold the 50 acres of worthless land for $500 said, "Just think of it! That man, whom most of us might have called ignorant, mixed his ignorance with 50 acres of worthless land and made the combination yield more yearly than I earned from 5 years of application of so-called education." There is an opportunity, if not scores of them, in every state of America to make use of the idea here described. From now on, make it your business to study the lay of all land you see that is similar to that described in this lesson, and you might find a suitable place for developing a similar money-making enterprise. The idea is particularly adaptable in localities where bathing beaches are few, as people naturally like such conveniences. The automobile has caused a great system of public highways to be built throughout the United States. On practically every one of these highways, there's a suitable spot for a cabin city for tourists, which can be turned into a regular money-making mint by the man with imagination and self-confidence to do it. There are opportunities to make money all around you. This course was designed to see these opportunities and inform you how to make the most of them after you discover them. If you think these stories only exist in Napoleon Hill's lifetime, let me tell you the story of Bill Gates, a university dropout. In 1980, IBM approached Bill Gates and Microsoft to discuss the state of home computers and Microsoft products. Gates gave IBM a few ideas on what would make a great home computer, which included an operating system built into the hardware. Microsoft had never written an operating system before, so Gates suggested IBM investigate CP/M written by Gary Kindle of Digital Research. Kindle has PhD in computers and had written the most successful operating system of the time, selling over 600,000 copies of CP/M. His OS set the standard at that time. IBM tried to contact Kindle for a meeting. Executives met with his wife for negotiations, and there was some issue about a non-disclosure agreement. IBM returned to Bill Gates and gave Microsoft a contract to write the new operating system. The Microsoft Disk Operating System, or MS-DOS, was based on QDOS, written by Tim Patterson of Seattle Computer Products. QDOS was based on Gary Kindle's CP/M, since Patterson had bought a CP/M manual and used it as the basis to write his operating system in 6 weeks. QDOS was different enough from CP/M to be considered legal. Microsoft bought the rights to QDOS for $50,000, keeping the IBM deal a secret from Patterson. Gates then talked IBM into letting Microsoft retain the rights to market MS-DOS separate from the IBM PC project. Gates proceeded to make a fortune from the licensing of MS-DOS to other manufacturers. Gates, like Henry Ford and thousands before him, became wealthy by identifying an opportunity through self-confidence and daring, and seized the opportunity.